Ah, hell. I'm in the wrong game again.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drake Queen Gaming, and so if you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon today, I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Glory Hounds. So y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm Chan, you are up, and let's go. Alright. He steps aside, holding the door open for me. Hurry. There's a storm coming. You don't gotta tell me twice. Right. Don't want your place to smell like wet dog. Do not worry. I am used to it. I sidle past him. It smells like citrus and pepper. I don't know if it's... Oh, wait. Am I on the wrong save file? Yes, I am. 1 second, y'all. Wrong save file. Here we go. Sorry about that, y'all. Alright. We hired them through a reputable temp agency, I'll have you know. Rest assured, I'll have a long conversation with them once this is all over. There was one other thing. They tip their muzzle to one of the hallways, from which Milo emerges. So much for our whole secret identity thing. Perimeter seems clear. No other valuables stolen. He pushes his glasses up his beak. Thank you for checking, Milo. You can thank me by being more careful in future, yes? See, Dusk hound has regained consciousness as well. Just about. When did you get here? Had suspicion you might not be able to handle threat after communication went silent. Would seem I was right. Gonna rub salt in the wound. Fortunately, you yet live. Unfortunately, Money Talk's gown has disappeared. Then we'll go after it. Do not be so hasty. Attacking Syndicate without plan is much like hitting head against wall, repeatedly. You will only end up with headache. Then how do we get the gown back? Our exhibition simply cannot continue without the star of the show. We have to get it back somehow. We will go after Dress, but we will prepare and approach mission with caution. The crow glares intently at Raoul and me. Where'd you meet these guys, Al? It's a long story. Milo turns to Lou and Finna, his expression much softer. We will tell you another time. We have objective to complete. He takes a bow. Can you get back to safety from here? I'm pretty sure I can make it across the street. I'll accompany you. I could use a bit of fresh air. Great! I'm sure Willie still needs someone to blow balloons. Balloons? Oh, you've never been to the Hen? Hen? How do you guys pronounce it? Is it Hen? Hain? I think it's Hen. Can't say I have, but I'd love to join you. It sounds fascinating. Alright, catch you later, Alex. Good luck, Mr. DeRouge, and be careful. Lou looks back at us as the two of them walk away, confusion and annoyance plain on their face. I know that look. They're gonna grill me something fierce. There's so much I wish I could say right now, but I do have a job to complete. A job be messed up royally. Once they're out of sight, I turn back to Raoul and Milo. So, are we gonna find the Syndicate now? Finn is gonna have our hides if we don't get that dress back. If you'll recall, I planted a tracking device on one of Ahab's goons last week. Right. I remember him showing me at Mrs. De Bruin's store. Milo? Sir, now would be a good time to check where our fishy friend is headed. Affirmative. Milo presses a button on his wristwatch and a hologram pops up. Target is moving towards Saltwater Canal District. On foot, judging by pace. They're probably headed underwater, if I were to hazard a guess. Are we even equipped to fight underwater? Raoul's face droops in disappointment. Well, you see, you are now. We are? We are? Wait, even Raoul's surprised? For the first time in what feels like forever, a grin creeps across the crow's face. He looks almost delighted. You two stormed out of headquarters like idiots. You did not think ahead, did not consider possible outcomes. I did, however. He pulls out a small case with underwater breathing gear. Excellent. I don't know what we do without you, Milo. I'd rather not ponder that, sir. Oh my. Alright. Second, y'all. Water time. Alright. What I'm seeing defies everything I'd imagined. Oh! Hey, look, it's Rapture. I've only seen parts of the underwater shopping streets while on the subway. You can get cheap breathing apparatuses near the canal entrances, but I've never really had a reason to come down here before. It's cheaper than you might think. It's cold and the water pressure feels strange. Part of me feels like I don't belong here, but it's honestly quite charming and welcoming. Warm and cool lights adorn the entire district. We swim past restaurants, hotels, souvenir shops. There's even a sign advertising guided tours. I suppose for land dwellers like myself, it's quite the domestic holiday destination. Hell, most people buy weighted shoes just so they can walk underwater nowadays. It wasn't always like this. Before Brevard Enterprises revolutionized the city infrastructure, the canals were little more than backwater districts, in every sense of the word. I remember reading about it in history books back in school. Aquatic folks have been making their home down here ever since Shippersburg was founded. In the early days, there were mostly merchants operating black markets. But over the centuries, they've become an integral part of the city. They've been instrumental in maintaining Shippersburg Foundation. The soil here is so soft, so much of the city is built on pillars. In turn, the city council does everything in its power to keep the pollution to a minimum. The water is clear and visibility is excellent, so they must be doing a pretty decent job. I wonder what kinds of unique foods I can get down here. Enough exposition, Spot. We have a mission to complete. The boss's voice rings loud and clear in my earpiece. Yes, sir. Oh, but where do we even go? Is the tracker signal clear? Crystal, just follow my lead. They should be nearby. Tracking device is only accurate up to 10 meters, so keep an eye out for any suspicious buildings. Copy, Raven 3. Over and out. Easier said than done. I don't know what constitutes normal down here. Haven't swam this much since I got my diploma. There's more stores down here than up there. Where do we even start looking? A hero follows his nose. Now, that's nice and all, but I can't smell anything with this helmet on. It's a figure of speech. Just think of it this way. If you were a pirate who just came back from a perilous journey, where would you be? Me, personally? Probably dead from dysentery, or heat stroke, or scurvy, or a minor cut. The local pub, Spot. The perfect place to divvy up loot and discuss nefarious deeds. Wouldn't that be too conspicuous for a gang of thieves? True. It'd have to be a sort of establishment so frightening no man of the law would ever show his face anywhere near it. We're gonna have to scout all the back alleys? That could take hours. It doesn't have to. You have your phone on you. Yeah? Why? Can you load up the restaurant review app for me? Huh. After coming through the back alleys of the shopping district for bars and restaurants, the tracker finally starts beeping. We're in a seedy part of the district now. The place is practically deserted. Zeman. I'm just glad to be somewhere quiet right now. Never have I had many of this people look at me funny. I guess anyone would, given our costumes. We come to a halt in front of quite possibly the dingiest restaurant I've ever seen. Raoul gestures to his watch and points at the door. This is their secret lair? Ha! Like I said, they're not the brightest anglerfish in the ocean. Zeman? It had 1.5 stars on the restaurant review app. The only people to come near it are health inspectors and fellows in hazmat suits. And us, apparently. I'm not sure I want to even go in without the gang of thieves waiting inside. But I guess there's really no other way to get that dress back. So what's the plan? We just barge in? Excellent idea, Spot. We'll simply let the element of surprise work in our favor. Yeah, we'll just... Wait, no. Uh-oh. No. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right here. For a second, at least. So I can save. Yeah, there we go. 1 second, y'all. Water time. Oh, I like that shanty. Yo ho ho, splice the main brace. Another successful haul, eh, lads? No thanks to the likes of ye, Ishmael. Are me earholes deceiving me? You were just as unconscious as I was, matey. Through no fault of mine. Quit your bellyaching, you two, or I'm cleaving your pay in half. We just pulled off the caper of the century, and it's all thanks to our rookie here. You flatter me, Mr. Ahab, but do go on. Deserve it, lad. It was you that got us the janitor job to begin with, after all. Well, what can I say? I phoned up some old connections, pulled a few strings. And got a surprise worth millions. Right. I suppose I did that too, didn't I? You bloody well did, lad. I trust you haven't forgotten about our deal. Aye, but you certainly want to leave the crew behind, matey. Much as I enjoyed our little escapade, I meant for bigger things. The money talk scam was only the beginning. What kind of heists be you planning? For starters... Syndicate, your days of wanton ransacking and thievery are finished. You can't just go and smash random windows? You may question my methods, but you can't question their efficiency. I jump in the broken window after the boss. The pirates regardless of the mixture of confusion and fury. So much for the element of surprise. So you came to after all. Grand. We'll be taking that gown back to its rightful owner now. No, afraid not. I don't know how you followed me crew all the way to our home turf, but you scurvy dogs will be doing none of that, I reckon. Not unless you want a repeat of what happened at the gallery. This time you'll be the one hitting the floor, right, Spot? Are you crazy? It's 4 against 2. Listen to your first mate there, Hound. There's no way you'd be winning this. Wouldn't be so sure of that. True, you may have us outnumbered, but we've got Lady Justice herself on our side. And believe me, she is a harsh mistress. Justice won't save you from a one-way walk off the old plank, Dawn Hound. This captain don't tolerate mutineers, savvy? Huh. He stands up, head almost hitting the ceiling. He flicks his tail forcefully in our direction. Hitting a tour that nearly knocks me over. Last chance. I want to run, or they'll swim away, but fear has taken hold of me and nailed me to the ground. Fear and looking at the big whale in front of me, a little bit of something else. As the pirates of old would say, the time has come to rip and burn your Jolly Roger. Yep. Ahab rushed at us through the water, furniture floating every which way. I could feel the current surge past me. Milo said our gear was made to improve our underwater mobility, and I can't help but think that we're at a severe disadvantage here. The whale winds up for a swing that Raoul only manages to dodge by the skin of his teeth. It hits a nearby chair instead, utterly splintering it. I can only imagine what force like that would do to my bones. The other pirates aren't far behind. Within seconds, they descend upon us all at once. Bloody barnacles! Don't let him get away! Barracuda effortlessly darts through the water. Whoa! Raoul avoids a swipe from the parrot, only to nearly catch a punch from Ishmael. No! Who instead hits his companion's face. The brightly colored bird screaming as he flies through the water. At least one of them is struggling as much in this environment as we are. Watching everything happen in slow motion like this almost makes it feel like some strange sort of choreographed dance. How Raoul can neutralize the Barracuda. Before Raoul can neutralize the Barracuda, the horned chameleon from before comes in from above. Spot! Watch out! I try to respond, but it's harder to see and I can't move as fast as I'd like. Everything just feels heavy. The chameleon doesn't seem to struggle at all. He's moving as swiftly and graciously as his sea-dwelling companions. His foot connects with my stomach, knocking me away. Oh! Damn. His long, thin tongue extends with incredible speed and force. Raoul blocks it with his arm, but it wraps around ensnaring him. There you go. Water time. Alright. I scrambled to my feet, only to find Ahab staring me down. Thought you could get away, did ye? Oh, shit. Damn, dude, that's gonna hurt. My laugh flashes before my eyes as I watch him wind up for another punch. I don't have time to dodge this one. He's literally winding up. Oh. Damn. His massive fist finds its mark with an earth-shattering force. So that's what getting hit by a bus feels like. My legs give out and I crumple to the floor. Spot! No! The boss is still trying to land a hit on the elusive chameleon. My femur! Alright, I can get on my hands and knees. I'm not going down that easily again. Before I can even question if I'll ever be able to walk right again, the whale comes up behind me once again. Damn shame it has to come to this, but can't have you two mucking up the deck any longer. He slowly walks over to close the gap between us. He's so heavy he doesn't even need to swim. If I'm gonna help Raoul catch that fleet-footed lizard, I'll have to do something about the behemoth behind me first. I have to think fast. I look up and notice a chandelier above him. It looks fancy, gold, heavy. Only secured to the ceiling with a rope so that it might as well be invisible. It's right underneath it. No time to waste. I aim at it, holding my breath, and I shoot. It doesn't make it to the chandelier, and for a moment my heart sinks. Hunter, that pea shooter won't do you any. Oh. Until the grappling hook changes trajectory downward and the flat part hits Ahab square in his pirate's treasure. No. Nuts the family jewels! The scream he lets out makes the entire pub rumble. I can't help but wince. Me crown jewel! Me crown jewels, what have you done? Raoul and the other pirates stop fighting, and for a moment we all just watch the captain collapse on the floor with the loudest of thuds. The captain's down! What have you done to him? I squeeze the trigger again. The cord retracts. I suddenly feel a rush of excitement wash over me for the first time since I started this job. Quick, what would Raoul say? Same as I do to you if you don't surrender, crooks. I aim it at the parrot and the barracuda. They both raise their arms above their head. I don't want no trouble. And just arrest us! I look around for the chameleon, but he's nowhere to be found. How did he get away so fast? Hand over the gown. Now. But... Just do as he bloody asks. Ahab's still whimpering on the floor, clutching his crotch tight. Cap'n! I know when I'm beat, and you beat me fair and square. Guess getting hit in the groin is fair and square. Guess Milo was right about everyone having a weak point. A conventional one in this case. Ishmael sheepishly ducks behind the counter, taking out a watertight capsule normally used for deliveries. Hands it over to me, avoid eye contact. Ugh! For something containing a valuable piece of art, it's pretty light. Better not be trying to pull a fast one on us. It's the real deal, Captain's word. I don't think he's lying. Ishmael grumbles at me. You dogs ain't gonna get off so easy. You won't be so lucky next time, Hound. That's what you said last time, too. You want to join your boss on the floor? No! He yelps and staggers back. Other than every inch of my body hurting, I'm feeling pretty good right now. Let that be a lesson to you, scoundrels. Justice always prevails. Instead of stealing art, start learning art. The art of sharing. We need to work on your catchphrases, but good effort. The art of sharing. What the fuck? So silly. This is such a silly game. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Leave a super thanks or tip if you can. It always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.